That's what we want to hear.
Well, it's been a good night already because we just came from your show.
Yeah.
At the Wave.
That was a lot of fun.
Which is my first time inside at the Wave. And great. Johnny just booked a show at the Wave today. So
indeed.
That's pretty awesome. Tell us a little bit about that. What's going on there?
It's May 10th, and it's the Southern Culture of the Skids.
Yes.
And, dude, it's amazing. One of my all-time favorite bands.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I saw them was on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you told me that earlier. I was like,
and I'm like, dude, who are these guys? And ever since then, I've always been a fan. So I just
got to walk.
Yeah.
Like a camel. Yeah.
You knew that instantly.
Yeah. Oh, Southern Culture on the Scots.
He had to tell me a bunch about it at Wave. I was like, who are they? Like, he's like, they're on Beavis and Butthead. I was like, well,
before we get too far into this, let's roll a graphic telling everyone the shows that are coming on this weekend. Go support local, everyone. All right, so that's the shows this weekend. Everybody go support live and local. If we don't support our local music, it just will stop happening. That's how that is.
I hope not. It never will. With you guys, come on. I mean, we were at open mic, all ages open mic this week. It was a fun time. Got to see this guy.
Yeah.
Followed him to Kirby's afterwards. Local music ain't stopping this town. You guys will never let that happen.
Well, I mean, the talent pool locally has never actually been the problem. You know, it's the support. I feel like from the time that I was a kid to now, it seems like the entertainment slice of that pie of what you're doing with your day, that same entertainment slice of pie has gotten cut down by like video games or like just scrolling through TikTok or, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever it is. Like live music has taken a hit.
Yeah, because there's just so much more you're competing against. Like, yeah. I mean, there's so much more to get people out of the door of their house to go do something.
Entertainment is a huge thing, and it has been spread now. Like, there's so many different things that entertain us. It's video games. It's
instant. Yeah. And it's instant, right?
Yeah.
This is something I've told people quite a bit, is if you want the crowd's attention... If you want the crowd's attention, you must be the most interesting thing in the room. And we're dealing with the internet in people's pockets now.
Yeah, you're like fighting against...
You gotta be good on that stage.
Yeah, you're fighting against like 15 seconds of... Like, you gotta grab them quick, it feels like.
Yeah.
I always hate when I play a show and I go into the bar and there's TVs behind me playing football.
Yeah.
Or
you know,
anything.
Like, now I'm second fiddle to not only your, like, Philly cheesesteak, but I have... football playing behind me. Yeah. These guys cheer, and I think it was me, and then I go, oh, no, the fucking Chiefs just made a play, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much why I do the mask thing, to get people's attention. I'll put it on, and I'll wear it the whole time at the show, because people are like, what's this guy doing? And it's just like, oh, I'm in a band. They'll stick around.
It gets the attention.
Yeah, it's like a grabber. Yeah. It's like curb appeal.
And then they'll get on their phone like, dude, look at this guy walking around with the mask. Look, he's hanging out.
So what was the start of this? It's pretty new. I mean, everybody knows that you're from Ghost Town Strays.
Well,
so give them credit for that. Great band here in town for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Well, when did you guys roll to the mask? When was that gimmick?
There are other surf bands that do it, and so like, they moved. And so like I was like, why not bring it to Wichita? Why not try it here? And so like I found a dude online that makes masks, and I was like, dude, I want that one. So I picked it out. The ears and all that. It's perfect.
You designed this one.
Yeah.
Why this design?
I don't know.
A little bit of it was for heat. I remember you telling me.
Yeah,
to get a little air in that
I was
thing.
like, I don't want, ears. I want to be able to have my ears out so I
you
can
have to hear.
Hear,
and
then
then
it gets hot, dude. It does get hot.
Yeah, I believe.
But it is comfortable, and I don't know. I usually put a hat on it. And
the look with the hat is pretty nails. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a fat kid. I could not play on this. Like this would sweat right out. I mean, it'd be horrible.
Yeah, we took a break.
I would fog up a mask like
wearing
that.
it for a while because I got different members. Some members are like, dude, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm like, fine, we won't do it. And so we just, didn't wear it. And then I got, new members like, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, here we go again.
Let's go.
Well, so in your opinion, in your band, which he runs this band, this is the Ghost Town Stray.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
This is his brainchild. So is it everybody has to wear the mask or nobody? Are you guys like are you guys like doing the kiss thing?
It's kind of like
it's
the
either
kiss
like
thing,
we're all in or we're not.
Yeah, I can't just do it by myself. I've done it by myself,
and did it not feel?
No,
it didn't
weird.
feel.
I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, come on, join me, help me out here.
Yeah, it took me a minute to get.
So we went through a couple different stints of the mask.
Yeah, I've had different ones.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
Yeah. So I'm seeing this one right now, and I got some vampire teeth. That's Vampiro?
Vampiro, yeah, basically like a vampire because like. I don't know. I love vampires, and I just love the horror stuff. And I'm like, I wrote a song based off of, vampires, vampiro, and like I love horror movies, and I like to listen to scores and how evil it sounds. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So that's what I do.
Like it. I mean, it makes sense. It explains your music to me. I mean, how old is Ghost Town Strays?
It started in 2012.
2012, so we're
as a
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Decade old.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Wichita, moved to San Diego?
No.
Long Beach, yeah.
Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach.
Look at your notes, retard. But, so you moved to Long Beach at what age?
Well, when I was...
Kind of explain that.
So when I was 8 years old, my dad got full custody of me, and I flew all the way to California, and he lived in East LA. And so, like, my dad's Salvadorian.
Was your mom here?
Yeah, my mom's here, and she's white. And so, like, I didn't know any Spanish and any of that stuff. So it was a culture shock for me to move out there from here to there.
You were at 8 years old?
I was it was like 1998 at that time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, like, yeah, I went out there and then I was forced to learn Spanish. Like, everything was in Spanish. My dad's like, nope, everything's at the TV, everything's everything.
That's lucky you were pretty young still. That helps.
I learned Spanish.
Being 9 helps a ton. If you're like 25, it'd be
and Long Beach has a hellacious Spanish community. I mean,
all of California does.
Yeah,
the whole state of California.
From East LA, like moved from East LA when I was 12, and then I grew up as a teenager in Long Beach, and I got the music scene there, and I'm like, man, this is great. But everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody wants to play at the same venue, and I'm like, dude, I want to play somewhere where they're not doing it. And I'm like thinking, well, duh, I'm from Wichita. I should go to Wichita. I was 21 years old.
You wanted to bring a new sound, bring something back.
Yeah, I was like, why not bring it?
I mean, Wichita's always behind the curve by 4 miles.
Yeah, that's how I met this guy. I went to open mic night at Betty's Runway.
Oh, shit.
He pulled an old car. I saw your butt. Yeah. I saw you even tighten up.
That's a long time.
That was a long time ago, yeah.
What the hell was that? Betty's Runway?
MacArthur and Broadway.
Yeah, MacArthur Broadway.
It sounds like a place where they land fucking small planes or something.
Kind of. It had this aerospace kind of like vibe. There's pictures of Beechcraft on the wall.
Yeah.
And you were running open mics even back then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're a damn saint.
I believe that a thriving scene needs open mics.
Yeah.
You've been right.
And it's because guys like this come from Long Beach and they got nowhere to play. Yeah. And nobody's going to give them a chance to play until they prove their point.
He's quietly fed the underneath music scene for
and it's funny because I kept going after I worked with him, like jammed with him or whatever, I kept going back. And I ran into this guy named T-Bone, and T-Bone pushed me to Kenny Ballinger. And me and Kenny, I worked for Kenny forever. Like, he's like, can you come and do this show? I need you. And I'm like, yes. Every time.
T-Bone was the vice president for the local Baca chapter.
Ah, see?
And T-Bone was great. Baca is Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Oh, what a great organization.
Oh, no, they're killer. They have this...
I feel like you can add anything against child abuse and everybody's on board.
Yeah, they have a great platform. They're non-combative. They're not fighting any other club. They're not doing that. Everybody supports Baca, you know. Yeah. And what these guys do is that you got a court case, you know, like
they show up and protect the victims.
They show right up, in numbers
and give support to the victims. Yeah, that's because that's a tough day. That's a tough day for victims, man.
Those victims show up and they go, I got 50 bikers outside. I ain't scared to say nothing.
Yeah, and you have even just showing up for a victim in a case like that is tough.
And T-Bone recently passed.
Yeah.
We love T-Bone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah. And then after, Kenny, it was me and Chuck at the time. We were a 2-piece. We didn't have a bass player. He's like, you want to open up for the Coffin Cats at the Lizard Lounge. When he was doing the Lizard Lounge stuff.
So you were just, at that point, you were just a drummer and a guitarist?
Yeah.
And that was your first gig, kind of?
Yeah, kind of.
Like, where did you learn how to play music? Did you learn here before you moved, or did you learn in San Diego how to play guitar? Or?
My dad plays guitar.
So you got, that didn't come until 9 when you moved?
I was like 12 when I started playing guitar.
Cool.
So did your dad introduce you to surf rock, like Dick Dale Ventures? Like
no, he was more like, he showed me more of like La Bamba and stuff like that. Like, oh, you want to learn some Johnny Cash, here's some Easy J. He showed me that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
But the surf stuff, that was me on my own, being grounded in my room, and I'm like, what is this stuff?
That was something that spoke to you a little bit.
I was like, oh man, they play really fast. I want to play that fast.
So do you surf?
No, I do not. Everyone asked that.
I had that written down, dude.
I actually tried, and I don't like it because I cannot stand the cold, dude.
There's fucking sharks out there.
Let's go at 4:30 in the morning. Let's go catch the time. I'm like, no, thank you.
I'm out on anything.
This storm happened in Australia, and now we're gonna catch some waves, right?
I'll be on the beach watching.
So I used to live in Maui, in Hawaii. I lived there for about 8 months, and I learned to body surf. Right?
Okay,
it's body surf.
Yeah.
And there was this beach, McKinnick Beach. And every Sunday it was a nude beach.
Yeah.
Right.
Very nice.
And so
now everybody leaned in.
But yeah. So I would go there every Sunday. It was like the hippie like drum circle on the beach, and it was like everybody's naked, and I learned to body surf there.
Naked body surfing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. And basically body surfing is like you are the surfboard.
You're the toboggan.
You launch into the wave. And you ride that wave for a minute, and then the wave crushes you, throws you down to the bottom of the ocean, and keeps you there for a minute, tumbling around until it spits you out on the beach.
So you're not on any board at all?
No, it's you are the board.
Yeah. So you're just out there rolling.
And you got like maybe 15 seconds of awesome, and then that wave just crushes you.
See, people used to be able to get away with being in the ocean before we fish that bitch dry. Go out there now. Your ass gonna get eaten by a shark. Them motherfuckers are hungry. I'm telling you right now, we don't fish that bitch dry, and they should not care about humans. They'll eat your ass now, quick and get ready. I'm telling you, stay the fuck out of that ocean. I ain't mad.
Says the guy from Kansas. You know,
well, I've been to the coast, and I get about knee deep, and I'm like, I'm good. We're good here. It's great water. It's beautiful.
Nah, man, I love it. I love the ocean, man.
Me too, buddy. That scares the fuck out of me. I ain't trying to get eaten by no.
Yeah, that reminds me when because one of my first jobs working at a pizzeria on the pier of Long Beach, and do so every day. I ride my beach cruiser, and you can hear the waves. It's just relaxing. Dude.
It's a cool fucking place.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's like one of it's just so relaxing and just pizza.
So when did you decide? After you picked up this surf vibe to bring it back here?
First, when I moved here, I was thinking more like I wanted to be like the rockabilly Elvis kind of vibe. Because I feel like it wasn't a lot of bluegrass metal, but nothing like...
So you moved here specifically to bring a music genre here, or just you moved back here?
Well, my mom lives here. My family lives here, my mom's side. So I decided to come with my mom, but mainly it was like, I kind of want to get out in different music scene because it's like, it's competition.
It's gonna be fresh ears here.
It's like,
fresh ears. Yeah.
People are like, Kenny didn't know really to put.
It's still working.
Yeah,
it's still fucking working, man.
He's like, I need something heavy, but I need something kind of chill. And it's just like.
So, what age was that when you came back to Wichita?
I was 21.
21.
Yeah.
Wow.
21. Yeah,
and you just came 21. Back here,
and I was looking for a job, and I found this broken guitar in the trash, and it was missing like 3 strings, but I was like. Going to Guitar Center, taking the buses here, and I was like, "Dude, the buses are terrible here."
Oh no! Yeah, this is not a public transportation town.
No. I didn't know that.
There's too much real estate here.
I mean, but with me, that adventure coming to Guitar Center, I came to the mall to find a job. That's how I met Charlie, and that's how I was like.
Shout out to his current drummer.
Yeah, he's just like, "Bro, what are you doing playing the guitar in this mall?" And I'm like. I don't know. I'm about to go apply at this.
You're doing anything.
He's like, bro, I play drums, and I'm like, cool, dude. Let's get together. Like 2 weeks later, dude bought a drum set, and we became a band.
Yeah. And then
Chuck's a great drummer.
Yeah,
and a cool fucking dude.
Yeah,
shout out. I've been a friend with Chuck on Facebook for a little bit, but I actually got to meet him on Monday.
Chuck can see it in the video.
And he's a bartender at Kirby's now. Right? Is this a shout out to Chuck that we don't know about?
Yeah, I don't
that's me, Chuck.
He's got a Chuck thing apparently.
I guess
I got a Chuck
so.
thing.
I don't even have one of those.
So when did you start the Ghost Town Strays? And I gotta know, when did you come up with that name? Because I love it still.
Well,
It's my favorite local band name, maybe
I
favorite band name nationally. Almost.
I showed up August 28th of 2011 off the plane, and I got to my sister's house. She's like, "You're gonna sleep on this couch. This is your spot." And I'm like, looking for venues. Yeah, looking for venues, looking for ideas to start a band. And I was like, dude, I gotta come up with a name. And I'm like, man, this place is a ghost town, dude. It's a ghost town. I was just so angry, and I'm just like, ghost town. And I'm like, God, I feel like Stray. Listening to Stray Cats at the same time, I'm like, oh, Ghost Town Strays.
And the logo is very reminiscent of Stray Cats.
He has nailed it all the way around on the name by a hot minute.
You really have, man, and I feel like you guys are like one of the standout bands here, and I think you've gone about it right. You came in, you found a niche. Look at John putting up the thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to.
You guys came in. You found a niche that was untapped, and you've done it. And you guys have created a great name for yourselves just based on that.
Great marketing.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to nail a name and be good.
I think the whole thing's brilliant.
Because of you. Take some credit. Wow. Take a little bow. Take a little. There you go.
Yeah.
You musicians in here, and you're so hard to compliment.
He's not a musician, so he.
I hand out the compliments. It doesn't make me feel cringy.
It's been a great adventure, though. Like, I've had different members, and I'm like, dude, all of them. If it wasn't for any of them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Yeah,
a lot of my
collaboration
music, they've all helped, and
creates creativity.
They're all like, they're all my friends. Things happen, over time. Some people pass boundaries, and some people get addicted to stuff, and it's just like I always
say bands break up, musicians move on.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
and you run the band, so you got to make decisions what's best for your band. That's just the fact of it. Ghost Town Strays is you for the most part. I mean, that's your shit. So I've always wondered. Is the genre of music that you play most likely catered to no singer, or do they have singers? Because I know we want to talk about this a little bit. Like, are you ever going to want to do singer or no? Or I feel like you can sing a little bit. I feel like you. Look at.
I've heard him sing.
See, he can sing.
Yeah,
look at. I see how songs smile.
One day I was making plans to do something for the first time I've done in a long time. Instead of playing surf like I normally do, I'm actually just I'm an acoustic. I'm gonna sing a couple songs.
Are you gonna do that this Monday?
Yeah, this Monday.
Are you gonna do that?
I'll open mic.
Yes.
So a different vibe altogether from Johnny.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get your dad to play guitar this time.
No.
So, but still, my question stands. Does that genre of music that Ghost Town Strays plays, the surf style music, is it accustomed to not having lead singers usually? Like, school me on that. School me on that genre.
Usually they do, but there are bands like the Beach Boys and stuff like that. But I like the instrumental side where it just gives the vibe. Like, I want to set the scene for the people at the bar. I want people to dance.
I like it.
You just said the Beach Boys, man.
Yeah.
You just said the Beach Boys.
Right.
You consider that surf?
Well, that's like a surf.
I'm just saying.
That's the Surf Beatles. Is that the Surf Beatles?
Yeah, I mean, Dick Dale.
They're like the most popular surf band, maybe?
I'm saying, in my head, okay, the early surf rock stuff was Ventures.
Like,
Dick Dale.
You guys are way out of my pay. Are those bands have lead singers?
No.
All instrumental.
Dick Dale never had a lead singer.
So this is kind of mainly an instrumental genre, a little bit?
Yeah.
I think so.
What if you added lyricless vocals? Just oohs and ahs and harmonies.
Now that could be fun. That could be fun.
Like dubstep it? Like dubstep it, kind of?
Well, I've thought about like doing an album where I have different singers and even rappers. Like I want
feature artists.
Bet.
I want to do that.
That would be fun. That'd be pretty rad.
Even local artists. You can even have like Nick on, and like he's done a little bit of that. Nick.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck his last name.
Nick Gibbs.
Yeah,
Nick Gibbs.
So thank you. You always love it.
Wait forever
to give me a
so this is what I would think. We come in, we record some of that, and we just take it as samples.
Yeah.
And we roll that over some tracks, and Nick Gibbs kind of does his thing over.
Really.
No, that could be dope. That could be really cool.
Pretty dope. I love collaboration.
Yeah.
Between artists and
Let's
genres.
do that. Let's do that. John, you hear me? We're gonna do that. We're gonna make that work.
I mean, it's on tape.
I'm gonna be here. What in next month?
Yeah, you are. You're coming.
Pimp that.
Gibbs and I are tight, and we've already been talking about doing something together.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah.
Count me in.
Johnny's in.
Nick will be on the podcast soon too. Shout out to
I
Nick.
love Nick.
Yeah,
He's one of my
he's already
favorite
agreed to be
people,
on it. We can't
honestly.
Well,
he's a fun dude.
one of the things we have here at Slow Coast is a Tascam 388 reel-to-reel tape.
You're hearing it now.
Oh my
Tell
God!
everybody like me that doesn't know what that means, even though you
All right,
guys know. We all don't.
The Tascam 388. Yeah, John's pointing it out right there. It's right there.
The bee's knees over there.
The Black Keys record on that. The Monophonics record on that. A band called Orgone.
So if you record on that, you shouldn't wear pants.
I'm just saying that board alone sounds amazing, and it gives you this old school sound. So it is reel to reel tape.
Is that what we record?
And that's what we're going to do with you.
Record our podcast on there, John.
We have it running through the
step
preamps.
above.
We do have it running through the preamps.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
But we're going to run you straight to tape. I'm going to make tape happen when you guys come play.
So you got 5 songs in the pocket. You're about to record here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then you release that as a full LP, or you can do a single first, or how's that work?
We're just going to release it all as an album.
It's going to be a live version, right?
I love
From the
5-song
auditorium?
EPs, man.
From wherever they want to put it.
No,
I think we're
from
gonna
here.
do it,
I think
We're going to do it here? So how do you do it with just like one cut when you do a live version of it? Sorry, I didn't want to am I going behind the scenes here? Am I breaking the floor?
You might be. You might be a little bit.
No, seriously.
This fucking guy.
We like talking about this stuff because we want bands and artists to know
We have a lot of capability.
available.
We have a lot of
it's a
capability.
cheaper option than doing a full studio
I'm
recording.
doing it.
You go in there, you play it a few times so you get a nice solid take, and you have a version of that song recorded that you can sell.
Yeah.
And it's way cheaper doing it that way than going and doing everything perfectly in the studio. Just get in, jam it the fuck out on the stage. You're good.
If you're confident in what you're doing, just go play it live. Yeah. Just go play it live.
One cut it?
It costs you so much less if you just go lay it down live and pop it out.
You like do a few.
We're gonna give you a couple hours in post production here in the studio, but it's gonna sound killer. It's gonna be your live take.
It's gonna sound
and it won't cost you a whole lot. That's the point, We are really trying here to make it accessible for everybody to record their stuff. I want everybody to come up.
To have a quality product.
I'm trying to get
done.
in here as much as I can to get people to come in here because it's great. It's great. Sounds great. While I was playing, everything sounded great.
It's such a vibe in here too.
The experience being on stage and having somebody behind me that the guy Chris, I think was his name, the guy I played with.
Oh
the
yeah,
drums.
dude.
This week.
I just met the dude and I was like, "Can you play surf?" He's like, "Totally, bro." And I'm like, "Let's do it." And we did.
And so then I found out after the fact, like a couple of days later, that this guy's toured with friends of mine.
Cool.
He's touring. Yeah, he's touring.
Well, his world's pretty big, so
Well,
it makes it
Aaron knows everybody.
I end up knowing everybody.
Or Aaron knows a guy
It's
that knows everybody. He'll never be like, I know a guy.
It's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Oh, the separation.
It's about 4 degrees to Aaron Underwood.
I'd go 3. I'm giving you 3. Let's do 3 degrees of Aaron.
It's craziness.
I'll give you 3.
Crazy.
Fuck Kevin Bacon.
Hey, so I want to talk a little bit about this weekend, man. I had a crazy weekend. This is the first time that my band Orphan John and the Abandoned has gone out. Orphan John is a guy from Bakersfield, California that has a killer band out there, and he moved to Wichita, Kansas from Bakersfield, California.
Oh, he literally lives here now?
Yeah, he lives here now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so he is. He hit me up. I've known the guy for a couple of years. I helped him book some shows here locally when he was traveling around, and he hit me up. He's like, "Aaron, man, I'm here now. I live here. I need a band that can tour regionally and make this happen." And so I put my reggae band behind it, Lively Up.
What up? Lively Up.
I put that band behind him, and now we are the Wichita Abandoned. Apparently, that's
you're
how it's
the
being.
Midwest Abandoned. You were just
something like
where
that.
Were you just last weekend?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Kansas City or something.
Our first shows happened this last weekend. We were at BB's Lawnside in Kansas City, and then we were at BB's Jazz and Soups in St. Louis. And
where is that? Is that in East St. Louis? Or
no, that is right by Cardinal Stadium.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right
you're still
Cardinal
close. You're still close to the river.
Man,
St. Louis is a town. You guys ever?
We had a couple of really cool shows. But while we were at BB's Lawn Side in Kansas City, we walked in and there was this guy in the corner, and he had all this paperwork with him. Paperwork. I don't know what it was, but he came up and he was very like shyly introducing himself. Hey, I'm glad you guys are here. I can't wait for your set. That's about all he would say. After we played, he come up to us and he had like documents that he gave to everybody. He made copies of these documents for everyone. And what it was his favorite music. It was papers full of like, this is the name of the song, this is the artist that did it. And as you're looking through there, it was a bunch of soca. And soca is like a calypso.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, soca is a brand of calypso music that is African and Indian rhythms.
So pretty obscure.
Yeah. Super
I
obscure.
actually knew a name for it.
Super obscure. And now I'm flipping pages and I see zouk. And zouk is a whole nother kind of like
this obscure shit.
Yeah.
It's like another branch of it.
I'm going through. It says African music, reggae, Dominican Republic. Like.
So who is this weird cat?
Dude, it's a guy named Brent something. I wish I had
of your van, man.
It is, and I meant to bring it in so we can talk about it.
Yeah, it's
like we can't just sneak that with the dashboard. He's on the dashboard, or did he sign it?
No. This like paper database is on my dashboard, and it is like 15 pages.
Gee.
But this is how this guy chose to introduce himself to me. He said, I really like your guys' music. This is amazing. And this is the music I like. And he had a copy of this database for everyone in my band. He goes, this is my music.
And he had a hard copy?
Like. Yes.
Like of his?
Yes. Very seriously. He goes, this is my database. And I'm going through there.
He's put some work together.
No.
Too much for a mixtape.
And to be honest, like I've been going through it. Hand me
a CD like you liked me in high school.
I've been going.
Not enough room on a CD either.
No.
And the CD wouldn't have done what this did.
Right.
You know, like honestly,
I understand.
You know how when you're giving something, you don't appreciate it as much, but if you research it for yourself, it means more.
Yeah.
So like it was almost a perfect storm. This guy like handed me paper and said, check this out, you know? And I'm going through there. He's like, African music. And I check it out and I'm like, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. You know?
Even knew the verb.
Yeah. And his soca music. Now I had to learn what soca music was. Right. You know?
I'm learning that now.
Well, I'm just saying that this guy did more for me musically than a lot of people have in the last like fucking 5 years. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just by handing me a bunch of paper.
He basically
check this out.
He gave you his music journal a little bit.
So a weird approach, but I totally dug it, to be honest. Yeah. Like, why can't we normalize this kind of like weird approach?
Well, not everybody's that weird ass guy that like writes down every fucking song that you like.
Well, I'm saying,
I'll check out my jam.
I'll send you a fucking playlist, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, but if you send me a playlist, I might not check it out.
True, like
this guy sent me paper.
It's kind of the difference between like getting a handwritten letter in the mail and like getting
this guy gave me paper.
Yeah. Like he really
and I can't lie. I can't lie. I have gone through it a little bit, and I've been like, this is so weird.
I can't believe you had more than one copy on hand. That's still
no. He had a copy for everyone in my band.
Like passing out a fucking screenplay. Like,
he had a copy for everyone in my band, and it just hit me oddly enough that I have been going through it a little bit, and I feel I know this guy a little bit now.
Oh well, yeah, maybe, yeah, for sure.
And he was a super weird guy in the corner, but after the show, he gives me this, and now I totally respect that guy. You know?
Did you guys exchange numbers? You guys talk? Or
No.
Never a thing again?
No, I mean,
did he hear most of this music sitting in the corner of the venue that you guys were at? I wonder.
Not that music. No way. This music.
I've already forgot the name.
Soca, zouk. There was some African stuff. A lot of Dominican Republic.
Bring it to town. I feel like you're the guy that brings the cool new sounds. I mean, maybe.
Well, but this is what I'm saying is like is like there is world music out there, and we are just so closed off.
Right.
We don't hear these
especially
things.
Middle America.
It's always a
Johnny was able to bring surf rock from Long Beach
all the time.
and win.
Singer, or why do you play like this? Because it's surf music. What's that?
That when people don't, it takes a little bit for people to get it. It takes a little bit for people to get it in Wichita.
Yeah.
But it's so unique here in Wichita that he has rose to the top. You rose to the top of the scene. You know,
Still there.
You are. You're doing
Thanks,
killer
Matt.
things. You're doing killer things here because you filled a niche that was not represented.
And I'm kind of excited to see your solo stuff too. Like, is that a whole like different vibe? Are you doing like singer-songwriter on that shit? Or
kind of. Yeah, I think I kind of got influenced. I was in Cody Moore band for a minute and hanging out with Cody.
So
Like,
you've been in other bands?
yeah, I've been in a couple other bands.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Here in town for a little bit. But Cody kind of inspired me to like, come on, brother, you can sing.
And who is
Cody Moore. Cody Moore. We used to have a band.
Does he have a
together.
band now? Or
Yeah,
anything?
he's still doing his
give
thing.
him
He
a
moved to
plug.
Florida.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah, he's gone. He's in Florida now, but he'll be back
You know
in
he is, of
July.
course.
He'll be back and he'll be on our podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's already expressed interest. He wants to come.
Oh,
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we get up Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's great.
Everybody. That's what's
He
great
was-
about podcasting. I love
He was a tattoo artist here. for a
Yeah.
little bit,
Oh, hook me up.
right?
Did some piercing.
My
Yeah.
tattoo artist died. I need somebody else.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cody actually pierced John's butthole.
That's why he sits like that. That's why he sits like that.
Yeah, that's
That
why he
makes
sits
sense.
like that.
Yeah, I got the
The
you know that
reverse
Play-Doh
Albert.
slide
The
with
reverse
different
Prince Albert.
shapes.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Is it called the
So I can
reverse
slide
Prince
it back
Albert?
and forth and
Is that
poop
even a
like
thing?
stars and
We're
hearts.
gonna have to edit all this out.
Wow.
But no,
No one pulled their pants down.
Cody Moore was
I mean,
great.
at least on camera.
Cody Moore was great. He started out solo and then he developed the band. Solo, he was very good, but the band really
What was his band?
that popped it out. Well, actually, you took Noah from his band.
Well, no, it was Noah's in the band, then Chuck joined the band.
Yeah.
And then after I decided to take a break from Ghost Town Strays, I was like, you know what? I'll join your guys' band. You guys need a lead guitar player. And then we started playing.
Not gonna lie, you guys have said all the people in the band a few times. What was the name of the band?
Cody Moore band.
Cody Moore Band. Sure.
Yeah, it's that
Shut up.
easy. Yeah.
That
It
works.
was his band. We just played his music.
Nice.
It's nice. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. I've never done that before.
And that was your
You've never
only-
been like a lead guitar player in a band.
Yeah, it was the first
Oh, wow.
experience for me.
So did you, in that instance, did you try to bring surf rock to it? Like that's my vibe, that's my thing. Or did you try to go, this is the niche that they need in that band?
Or this is
I'll
their
play
thing.
that.
Or this is their thing a little
Well,
bit too.
when
right?
I listen to his stuff, a lot of his stuff is like gambling and money and stuff like that. And I'm like spaghetti western saloon stuff. So I was vibrato, a lot
a little
of
outlaw
twang.
shit to it. A little
Yeah,
bit,
and then some blues in there because he loves the blues. So I was like, I gotta mix that together. I was just trying really hard not to do the surf because I didn't want to mix the two together.
Yeah.
'Cause it's easy.
what makes it surf? When do we cross into surf?
Well, when I'm like,
Tell me, you're the. I feel like you're the surf
It's all
aficionado
in
in
the
town.
hand over here when it comes to the surf.
This guy has a
Yeah.
I feel like you guys
hand.
both did the same
He
thing.
has a fast right hand.
So when we do this, we're surfing.
Yeah,
This-
pretty much.
Okay,
you
makes
know.
sense.
This guy can jerk off in 20 seconds.
It's done.
Can you quit following him to the
Oh,
bathroom?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to say things.
But so when it gets to surf, it's a certain tempo or something.
It's a certain
Explain it to
technique.
us dum dums. We don't know.
It's
fucking
a
know.
certain technique the way you play. It's kind of like the snare, you know. There's like a, you know how they do a drum fill.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that, but on a string.
So I learned
It's
today.
very percussive.
So I learned a little bit
Percussive,
today
that's-
that your style of music is highly tied to having a drummer play with it a little bit. Correct?
yeah, I mean, I need a backbeat.
Can you just stand? You can't just stand there and this.
I mean, you can,
I can,
but
but-
it doesn't reflect right.
right?
It's not the same.
The whole thing is it is a percussive style of guitar playing, and that
Oh, that makes sense.
percussiveness needs to be
Married with.
it needs to be balanced out by a drummer that's doing the same shit.
Yeah,
You know?
pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
how you
feel that,
started
right?
this band a little bit too when you met Chuck, right? You went
Yeah.
to not to circle back, but you guys started together with just a 2-piece, right?
Yeah, we started with 2-piece, and then we got a call from Drew Culture. He was doing Soul Theory, and at the time it was Pathos, which was Jenny Wood's band back then, and we played Rock Island, and that was like our first gig.
Like
Me
Hey
and
Jack,
Rock Island
Phil
Live.
Cole.
And then we met Dane Alexander, and he was our first bass player. He was in the band for 5-6 years.
You already came up with the name at this time?
Yeah, I already came up with it. He's like, you guys need a bass player. I was like, yeah, because no one else, we didn't play enough.
So what's a normal surf style band? Is it normally 3-piece guitar, drums, bass?
Usually it's like a 4 because there's a rhythm guitar.
And 2 guitars.
But I try to keep it simple as a 3-piece.
Well, you're pretty good. We'll just say that Johnny don't need the backup guitar.
No, I'm telling you, money splits better 3 ways.
Yeah.
And in the current dynamic of playing shows, there's not a lot of money on the table anyway.
Yeah.
True.
So it's like, I tried,
There's some places they ain't paying a dime. You know who you are.
But
Just saying. Anyway.
That's a problem. That's a problem locally, man. I mean, I don't feel like we're able to present talent and get paid for that talent. I think that we are always up against the guys that will do it for cheaper.
That dumbass word that happens in this industry is exposure.
That's where it's like, how much you gonna pay me? And if it's like whatever, I always focus on my merch. I try to do as much as I can. Oh, print a new shirt.
Because that's straight to your money. That's straight to your money. As long as you cover your nut on what you paid for the merch, I mean, that's your best way to get money.
I saw this meme the other day. Like, if you buy a shirt from a band, that's worth like
10 of their CDs.
10,000 spins on a Spotify.
Shit, but there's some fucking places now that want to take 10% of your merch if you set up there. A little bit.
That's true. And I'll tell you, a lot of record companies right now are doing 360 deals.
Well, explain that.
A 360.
You cringed instantly, so you missed it.
No, you already know.
I don't even know that. I'll explain to us dum-dums.
So a 360 deal is I signed you to my label, and now I get a cut of everything. It's 360 all around. So if you
do a podcast, I get that shit too. Even
they
do a TV show,
get a cut. They get a cut because I own your brand.
Yeah, that's kind of like a.
And if you sell a shirt, I get a cut here. I get a cut here.
That's what they used to do.
The development deals are different. Right. Development deals is like, I got to get you to this point to where I can jump you off.
And then I get money if you make it.
Then we go.
So it's a little better.
It's a little different. A little
less seedy. Honestly, they're trying to help you get better. The 360 deal.
I don't like the 360 deal.
I can tell by the way you got tight right when you heard it. Look at it. Well, you guys both know it sounds not like a good deal. I think you should always try to own all your art, no matter what.
Yeah.
And sell it how any way you can. I mean, I don't know the best way that works for you musicians.
So that's hard, right? That's hard because if you do it by yourself, you are one of what 17 million bands on the fucking internet that are trying to do the same thing.
10,000.
City you're in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do it that way, you one of a whole bunch. How do you step out? How do you bring people to your deal at that point?
Yeah.
Now, and that's where these record companies pop in, because if you're signed to Warner Brothers, they have different avenues for you.
Yeah.
They pop you into some different things that immediately set you out of that fray. All these guys that are doing that thing, you sign to Warner Brothers, they can pop you right out.
They jump jump you over the
real fast.
Basically, I mean, for lack of a better term, they move you to the top shelf.
That's right. That's right. You're able to pop up. But what's that worth at the end of it? I mean,
a ton of money if you're super talented. It's on the back end. If you give somebody a part of your art, and you're fucking super amazing, they're gonna
and no.
But they helped you get there too, so it's a little give and take, I guess.
Yes and no, because what they do is they spend a whole bunch of money to put you there. You're responsible for that money.
So to pay it back?
Yeah, you're responsible for that money.
Oh, that's right. They write you off in debt, kind of.
That's what I'm.
That's right. I forgot about that part.
Now, at the end of it, they might own your entire brand because you didn't pay it back.
Is that how it works?
Now you're done.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, that is how.
Is it still that crooked now, even after CDs and all that stuff have been removed from the industry?
The music industry never stopped being crooked.
No,
it never stopped being crooked.
I mean, you had a bunch of money and anything.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched Jared Leto's documentary Artifact about his band?
No, I love Jared Leto.
There is a documentary called Artifact about what's his band name? 30 Seconds
to Mars.
And it's about his fight with that giant record label that was the Beatles label in England and London. There's a big
Apple.
I don't know what the fucking name of it is.
I don't know.
It's hard to remember. It's been a while since I've seen the documentary, but it's basically the same thing we're talking about. Is how every artist gets fucked on back deals and all this shit. It seems so. If you just try to do it yourself without a record label, Like, what's the best way to go about that? Do you just start pushing it?
No. Currently the way I see it, and
I want to know.
Well,
Me too.
No.
And I feel like
currently the way I see it is that you don't need the record label until they don't need you. And what I mean by that is if you are making Ghost Town Strays, for instance, if your business is so tight that you go out, you book your own tours, you're making money, your merch makes this money, you got licensing, you're pushing that out to different commercials, different programs, different shows, different movies, maybe.
Mm.
You know, you're able to do all this stuff, and you are your own self-contained business. That's when Warner Brothers wants you. But that's also when you don't need Warner Brothers. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
So how do you navigate that decision?
Well, the decision is this: Warner Brothers is going to buy you out now for $3 million. Do you want that $3 million payday?
I do.
or are you going to let your businesses run it out and pay you slowly? They can pick you up.
Long con's better.
They can pick you up. They can. They have avenues that put you in better.
Because that's the thing. That $3 million could be investment into even more money.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like Warner Brothers Connected have been forever, right? So if you take that Warner Brothers deal, maybe you just really launch up. Maybe that picks you up like another 4 or 5 steps further than where you at.
You'll make that.
But they're never going to do that. More. They're never going to do that until you have your business already solid.
But why do you have to pay them back for their own credibility?
Well,
you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense to me a little bit.
But the whole dynamic's changed. You know, if you don't need them that way, and they don't really need you that way either. They're Warner Brothers. They don't really need you. But if they're presenting you with a deal,
they want you.
They want you.
Right.
And if that deal is solid enough, you're probably going to take it because they're going to elevate that a little bit, you know.
Well, and a ton of people that are doing art have side jobs. I mean, you screen print. I have pest control. You're running a nonprofit. Like we all have side jobs, and if they offer you a bunch of money, and you go,
I love money.
Fuck that side job. I
love money. Yeah.
Love it.
And then 5 years down the road, you're like, wow, I'm getting fucked on this deal.
I mean, like, get my job back.
I think the long con is always the best play, but you know, I just want to own my art. I don't want anybody else to have any like say in it. You know, like you can help me promote it and help move me along, and I can even give you a little cut. That's how managers work and agents work and all that shit. But like, I don't want any creative input from anybody else on my art. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't like the 360 deals. Anything you like investing in, sure,
the good one.
Let's give you cut of that. But everything is a little much.
One. Why are you giving me Jim? Oh, you killed it already. Sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, I just if the label is investing in you, sure, they deserve a cut of profit of that because they're the ones that made that shit happen. But to have a 360 deal where they're going to take everything in some proportion,
of every effort you make,
you should only be reaping profits from what you helped to make.
Selling a little bit
if I did something on my own, you shouldn't get shit from that. Like that's why the 360 deal kind of feels off to most people.
I mean, I feel like you owe them a little something.
And they are promoting you, and they're promoting you to a bigger platform than you've ever been able to reach, and that's why they sell this every day of the week. You know. I'm Warner Brothers.
Like it has a lot of regret.
I'm Warner Brothers. No. Let's just assume I'm Warner Brothers right now.
Yeah.
I got 5, 6 shows filming today that I can put your music on.
Right.
And when I put your music on there, you're affiliated with BMI. We get 7 cents a song.
Yeah, we're getting residuals now.
We get 7 cents a song every time that spins. Every network that spins that's another 7 cents. So every day, we're making
14
money.
14 cents.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well,
I'm not getting 14 cents right now, are you? I'm hoping for...
I was going to say that's kind of what we're getting now.
I'm not shitting on 14 cents at all. I'm not
even a little bit.
Well, you know...
I don't get what you're saying, but...
14 cents once it's syndicated out. And once that show plays reruns, and once that thing goes, that thing's worth a couple $1,000s every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's money in your pocket as a writer, you know? And if you hold your publishing rights, that's worth a little bit more. And
I just,
you know what I mean?
Keep
Like,
your art.
Keep your art, yeah.
Keep your art.
yeah.
So what's your end game with Ghost Town Strays? You guys you got an LP coming.
What are you doing lately?
We got pimp all your shows and where to get all your crap before, like all your merchandise, all your shows coming up. Go run.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shows in May coming up. So I got Tuesday, May 10th at the Wave. That's the
one you signed.
Yeah.
At Wave. They hate
Wave.
it when you call it the Wave.
That's what it
It's
says.
Wave.
Isn't that what it
Wave.
says?
At Wave, yeah.
Wave.
What's the
At
problem
Wave.
with the Wave?
I don't know. They just don't.
Did they really get butthurt about it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, sorry.
I mean-
At Wave. At
Wave.
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 We'll do what you want.
And then I'm doing a Thursday night that same week at the Brickyard.
Nice.
And then Saturday I will be here that same week.
This coming.
That
this,
same
not
week.
this coming Saturday.
Not this one. That's the 10th, 12th, and then the
But that's not a show. You're recording.
rest recording.
You're recording with us.
That's
Oh, yeah,
exciting.
nobody can
That's
come to
something
that.
we are doing.
It's a show
That's
for
cool.
me.
That's kind of cooler than a show. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Exciting
And you're
things.
coming, and you're going to be at even
Monday.
though, this will be past, just like Earth Day and 420
Oh, yeah.
and Easter have all been past. But
But yeah,
happy holidays.
happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, but so they're doing and what's cool is I wanted to bring this up is that you guys are doing, and a lot of people that come to your open mics don't realize this, that if you get a wristband at the All Ages open mic, you get to vote on who you thought was the explain that part of it.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm fumbling through it like a dipshit.
yeah, and we didn't know how we were gonna roll this all out. You know, I want
I
it
think
to
it's
be
a cool idea.
I want it to be bigger than like the open mics that we do all the time. You know, and I want there to be a reason to come out to these things.
Something to gain.
Yeah,
Well, like you can do, and what I feel like you're trying to
I
do
just
is
want it
like
to be
doing
different.
you're trying to do like 4 shows and pick the cream of the crop of those shows, do a showcase.
Yeah.
Do 4 shows, pick the cream of
Yeah.
those crops, and do a showcase. I think that's a fucking brilliant idea.
And then on the showcase, I really want to have like some surprises and some added benefits.
Well, I
you
think
know?
me showing up the Monday, like I had like I don't know 6 different people shared that video.
Was that
I
cool?
played. And
I mean,
I'm like,
was that cool?
I don't even know half these people, and I'm like, cool, right on.
And
that's
you're
new
already-
people that I met,
New
new people,
people.
new
Yeah,
people.
it's a
Yeah,
new
it's just,
thing.
it's
I
just,
mean,
It's a new
new avenue.
It's
100%.
all
Right.
ages. I'm getting a lot of like high school kids, middle school kids,
yeah.
and I'm getting some it's a non-alcohol venue, so I'm getting like some recovering addicts to come out here and feel comfortable. You know?
Yeah.
And so that's what I want to get. That's what I want to get. I want to make a safe space for a lot of these people to come out and feel
Yeah,
good.
get out of your house. You know?
Yeah.
Get out of your house.
I have a lot of friends. I played with one tonight that they're sober musicians and they don't really want to go to
You
a
don't want to
bar and
you don't
play.
want to sit in that
Yeah.
toxic. You don't want to sit in that toxic scene. I get it. Like
Well,
keep on recovery.
man-
They do recommend that you stay away from those areas. I mean,
Look,
that is a
man.
part of it.
If I'm sober, I'm talking to a bunch of drunks.
How annoying is that?
Are you kidding me, man? Like
Even
that's-
if you do drink, everyone can
So-
relate to this. If you talk
Well-
to a bunch of drunks and you showed up late to the party, it's a little annoying.
Johnny's here with us right now.
Yeah,
Tell-
poor Johnny.
tell-
Johnny's been
Yeah.
sober for say, hey, pimp your.
Has
For,
it been a
tell
month
us.
and a week?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
The
for you.
last time I,
I mean,
drank.
That's progress, my friend.
The
That's
last
progress.
time I drank was
Well,
St.
cheers
Joe,
to that,
Missouri.
Cheers to
I had a
that.
show out there at skate bar, and I don't
Fuck
know.
off. Thanks for getting that joke, John.
I just decided to just take a break, you know, and just I needed. I don't know. I just was
Been
tired
going
of
well?
forgetting people's. Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm just tired of forgetting everybody's names, forgetting the venues, and then I have to count all the merch at the end of the day. It's like stuff you gotta focus on. You can't.
And then there's a lot of people, not just bar patrons and
Yeah.
artists, that are leaving venues late at night drunk.
Yeah,
And that's a big, like,
it's scary.
well, it is. I mean, so I like that you're trying a new avenue.
Yeah, it's just also I think about I have a wife at home. It's like, dude, she's always worried about me, you know, and I'm just like,
You have a
I
wife
gotta-
at home. You have kids
Yeah,
at
a
home.
baby, I have a baby too.
You
You
have
know,
kids
I
at
gotta
home. Yeah.
focus on that. And also like the recent shows that I played at, and like everybody else is drinking and I'm not. But when I'm on stage and I play, I feel like I play 10 times better, and I'm more focused.
Yeah.
And I add more stuff that I was like, you know, I could do that. I'll just do it, and I do a different solo.
You don't like nail in as much.
You're able.
I'm not overthinking it, and that's why I'm like, dude, this is
How does it
great.
help in creativity as far as creating new stuff too? A little bit more mind in the week and stuff too.
Because then I'll just
because you play a lot. Like
I do.
You get
I
out
play
there.
a lot.
I like that about
play
you,
every
man.
day.
Like this guy's fucking awesome, guys. Like he goes to open mics. His band's available all the time. That's one of the most coolest things about you that I've always liked. You're a available artist.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, thanks to my wife, she lets me get out. Gotta give her credit.
Yeah, 100%.
And I see
Give
a lot
her
of
credit. Name her.
Yeah,
Give her-
Carter. Hey,
there you go.
hey,
Shout out.
I see a lot of your Facebook stuff, and that's the Johnny I don't know.
Yeah,
I only see Johnny when you come out and
right.
play.
Yeah,
The Johnny family. I don't see the Gamero family.
yeah.
I only see through Facebook, but it's
But
beautiful.
you will. I'm gonna bring him to the Muse.
Man, I
and
hope
get my
so.
daughter to see all this. She's
yeah,
a drummer, I think.
Oh,
I think.
really?
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
I think my kid might be a drummer.
See, I think it's the drums.
God
man.
bless him. You guys can help him out.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I
it.
Yeah.
can't play a fucking instrument one, but my daughter's in the band, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. What's
She-
your daughter play?
Tuba
right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
she's
saw that.
actually gonna move to strings and play the guitar next year in 8th grade.
Ooh, yeah.
So-
yeah.
Help me. Like all my kids have always done shit that I've can help them with. Like even if it's a sport that I didn't play, like I understand how to like coach and help in sports. But like when you're talking notes and music, like I love it, but no, I can't teach you how to play the guitar at all or hold it. Fuck off, both of you.
Yay, sports.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are good at this.
Then it goes.
So have you ever been like randomly approached by some guy that's like, "Can I sing for your band?"
Yes, all the time. Or like, I mean,
I had that after my notes. I
all
wanted
the
to
time.
get
They're
them.
like, dude, you want me to sing for you? And I've actually like
Have you tried them out? Like
I've tried a couple of people out, and they're like, yes, and then it's just like either doesn't work out, or they're like, well, we want to do this, and I'm like,
No, sorry, this is my band.
Sorry.
I mean, I give you accolades for trying. Like if somebody comes to you with some passion and it might work, why not give them a collab and see if it works?
Right.
But I think like what you guys got excited about earlier is the way to go. Like Ghost Town Strays featuring Rudy Love Jr. or featuring
that'd be sick.
Right.
like
yeah.
featuring
Yeah, that'd be
Charles
awesome.
III or featuring Nick
Let me
Gibbs
Thing,
or anybody
yeah,
like any genre. That's the ticket.
I've always wanted to have like if Ghost Town, if I was forced to have a singer, if someone's like you need to have a singer, it would be a chick.
Madeline Selby.
Yeah.
It would be.
Damn, he's got one in the pocket.
Oh, Selby.
That'd be a chick. I think a chick's
Madeline.
voice to the
What-
rockabillyness just.
What about this deal of like
5 minutes
we
with
have
rap?
one record, it's 5 songs, we have 5 different singers.
That's what's cool. Like
Yeah.
you can do that kind of. There's a ton of artists that are
Santana
fucking
did
do
that.
Yeah.
Santana did that.
There- I mean, and that's the thing now. Like, if you can come up with a cool
It's your band
single,
every day.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can.
It's
Like,
your band every day, but we just are featuring
Feature,
this guy,
yeah.
this guy, you know, this one.
okay,
Yeah,
so
we've actually had featured David Massey from what's the
Sunset Motel.
Yeah, Sunset
Motel.
Motel.
Yeah,
he comes
I love
up during
David.
one of our songs and he raps to it, and I'm just like, go for it, brother.
Yeah.
Go.
Shout out
Go,
David
go.
Massey.
That's
hey,
more.
brother.
Elijah Brummer.
That's
I
more
love
fun.
you
I mean,
guys.
that's kind of more fun to like keep doing your own thing and let people kind of feature it instead of like trying to commit to a singer and all that. Because I mean, you're nailing what you're doing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get this wrapped. We're about there. Do you push us to all the Ghost Town Strays stuff? Do you have a website, Facebook page, all that
we got
crap?
Facebook. We got Spotify.
Is it all under Ghost Town Strays?
All of it's under Ghost Town Strays. Yeah.
Ghost Town Strays.
So give it a good Google.
Google, look
Yeah.
us up.
You
We
got
got
a Facebook,
videos.
you got a YouTube channel and all
We got
that crap?
YouTube. We got got
Like
it
and
all.
subscribe.
And
Subscribe.
OnlyFans.
Well,
wow.
I think Charlie has one. I don't know.
Charlie probably
Oh,
does.
of course, Charlie does.
His name is Chuck Wagon.
Okay,
He-
Chuck, whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
Chuck's. That's his OnlyFans. Chuck Wagon is his OnlyFans.
I call him El Cabron Ranger. That's what I call him. El
Cabron
Cabron
Ranger.
Ranger.
Hey, Johnny's got a bunch of shows coming up. Go see the Ghost Town Strays. Aaron's got 400 shows, but you got to pry it out of him every time. It's tough. He's in every band in Wichita, it feels like.
Just look for Orphan John and the Abandoned.
Hey, that was a fun show.
Abandoned.
That was good.
The delay
That was
is
a good show.
weird my speech out.
I enjoyed that.
I'm glad you guys showed up, man.
Yeah, that was a
Thank you
good
guys
show.
for supporting
It's
us.
good
to
Yeah, I love it. Love you.
All right, go check out all Johnny's stuff. Ghost Town Strays.
So we are going to pop on a video of some Ghost Town Strays playing. I hope you guys enjoy it. I really enjoy it every time I see it. And check out the video. please go and like and support and subscribe. Whatever you can do for Ghost Town Strays, please do it.
And if you have luchador masks of any kind, send a ton of them to Johnny.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if it doesn't fit him. Send him a ton of them. Let's get him a collection of luchador masks based on just this podcast.
All right.
Thank you for doing this, brother. This is what. Thank you.
Ton of fun.
Love you guys.
This is what we do.
Wrap it.
Is it a podcast? Is it a show? Aaron and Oscar, they don't even know.